This scam call center is about to get exposed for stealing millions of dollars from innocent victims.
Stop it, Jim. You're gonna make me blush and, on the phone though. Why?
Watch how I uncovered this sophisticated scam and dismantled their whole operation, leading to a very shocking ending.
If you want
What's
something,
the misinformation?
Come to the office with law enforcement. I will no longer entertain
It's
it,
not.
but
That's
come
not
to
how
the
it
office with law
works.
enforcement.
Hello, am I speaking to Felice?
Yeah, speaking.
Hi, Felice. You're speaking to Angela. I'm calling you from Action Refund. I wanted to find out if you still required assistance with our service or not.
It all began after we came across these scammers who work for a company called Action Refund, who state on their website that you can get your money back from scams and that they specialize in the recovery of cryptocurrency assets, promising to get all your money back for you in no due time. However, this seemed way too good to be true, as no one is able to do this unfortunately, and it was obvious that these were crypto recovery scammers. We decided to investigate who these people really were. Once we gained access, we realized that this scam call center was much larger than anticipated, counting around 25 to 30 agents in and out every day. We were able to get access to their CCTV cameras that showed the structure of the office, such as the entrance, where the agents worked from, where the agents had their lunch, and the various other small rooms such as this computer room. Special thanks to Mrwn for helping me get access to this group. His channel and his video version will be linked in the description below, go check it out. This scam call center was based out of South Africa, Johannesburg. More specifically, they were in the design quarter, located in the Spaces offices on the second floor. How did we know this? Well, on one of the cameras we saw cars parked outside of the window at the specific angle. I was also able to create a floor plan for the office with the camera angles. As you can see, camera 1 facing the entrance of the call center, camera 10 facing the first group of scammers, and cameras 9 and 13 facing opposite each other, also the other two groups of scammers in the office. Taking a closer look at how the scam begins, a victim from a previous scam will sign up to their website, adding their name, phone number and email, also describing that they need help in recovering their money. How does a victim even come across this website? Unfortunately, many investment scammers and recovery scammers pay for fake reviews, making them seem very legitimate. Another point was that Action Refund didn't prove that they were based in South Africa on their website. Furthermore, another way that they got their victims was through this Facebook group called Your Money Matters, where a group of victims from previous scams would join, ask questions about help, and they would directly message them, telling them to go sign up for Action Refund to get their money back. After a victim signs up to the website, their information is put through to the CRM admin panel, where they are assigned a specific agent to call them back. These scammers had about 50,000 victims' data information stored on their panel. Take a listen to this scammer Charisse over here opening the call.
My name is Charisse. I'm calling you from Action Refund. You left us a message online saying that you were scammed with the Facebook.
Oh yeah, I tried reaching out again.
This group of scammers would then let the victim tell the story on how they were scammed, doing all of this whilst maintaining the act of being a recovery expert.
Oh, no, I didn't go to the court. It was over the phone. They got the money off my debit card.
1,500. I'm trying to get my money back out here to withdraw my money, I said, and you keep saying no.
So what happens to the fiat withdrawal? Can you trace them? So how do you trace the fiat withdrawals?
As well as targeting English-speaking countries, they also had international speakers that targeted other countries.
Sie können Payment Page schon schließen, richtig.
Okay.
Okay, jetzt die Vereinbarung wird für Sie vorbereitet. Sie können kurz dranbleiben oder ich könnte Sie noch kurz...
Oui, c'est en fait, c'est notre département aux États-Unis qui m'a transféré l'appel. Donc c'est eux qui ont entendu.
These were some of the questions they would ask victims: the name of the company that scammed them, the amount that they lost excluding profits, and the wealth percentage that they lost, to see if there was any more money they could take from the victims. The scammers would often use mind games and manipulation tactics to persuade the victims into thinking that they're really going to help them out. They would sympathize with the victims about personal matters to build more trust.
You shouldn't have to pay a tax to withdraw your own money. You should have direct access to your money. So no, that's a big red flag.
Illegal activities, money laundering, not being affiliated with criminals. And the good news of all of this is you can still claim back what you lost, even though you had to pay the bank back. You can claim those funds back and clear out your name, because you're currently, if the bank blocked you, you're red flagged. So you're a thug. Based on the time frame, if we don't do this right now, you're not going to see this money again. Now, would you like to tell your husband that later on? Or the bank is at fault for that. And guess what, David? Every time you spent money using those checks, the bank was actually they were getting money off of it.
What?
They profited off your scam, my angel.
Ow.
They made money out of the crime. You are affiliated with some very bad people. This is identity theft.
I see.
You know in the movies, my angel, all of a sudden you find out you're married to someone named Abachuku in Nigeria and you cannot legally get married?
Yeah, I see.
This is a reality. Where
It's
do you
real?
think the movies get the ideas from?
Oh my.
Of course it's real, David.
Sometimes the scammers even joined a Zoom meeting with the victims. They did this to make the victims feel more comfortable that they were speaking to a real person and not just any random robot. The scammer would then sell the victim a certain package to make their money. They either did package 1, package 2, or package 3, which came with a crypto tracing report, crypto forensics report, and specialists to talk with.
I'm going to take you through our packages that are available to you for your case specifically. If you have any questions for me, any concerns, we can go through them as well. So package 1 is your forensic evidence report, as well as the full legal dispute course that we're going to follow hand in hand with you. Okay, the total cash outlay of this is basically 1,000 Australian. And then the second package includes a specialist. So the only question that I need to ask you is, out of the packages that I've sent to you, which one appeals to you more?
The scammers then typed in the victim's card information on their own system and requested authorization from the bank OTP code, which is illegal to do.
Alright, so I'm going to try with firstly 1,000, okay, to see if maybe it will go through or not. So are you going to be using a Visa or a MasterCard?
Visa.
Visa, okay. It should start with a 4. What is the card number?
This further proved that they were criminals, as they were not an authorized money transmitter to be doing this. These were the type of messages they would send once they got a successful sale in the call center. Also, the boss would tell the admin to go to the agent and congratulate them on their successful sale. Just look at the joy on their faces as they start to celebrate and even high-five one another, knowing that they just scammed the victim for a lot of money. Take a look at this agent Elias and the reaction of the scammers after they just got a successful sale by scamming someone. They start clapping, jumping around and dancing, whilst you may be wondering, where did Elias go? Well, he actually decided to start running laps across the whole call center. I'm still not too sure what was going through his head at this moment, but Elias, since you like running so much, maybe you should have joined the Olympics instead of scamming people. Other times, they were often treated for the good work that they did, such as on this day, the admin bought all the agents in the office KFC. Primarily, they would get a bonus sent by the boss for scamming for a specific amount of money, in this case, $5,000 US would equivalent to 2,500 South Africa Rand, which actually equivalates to $134. So in theory, they were getting scammed by their own boss as well, as he kept most of the money. I was able to get the monthly sales sheets from these scammers, in which I saw from January to July of 2024, they made just over $1 million in sales.
He is loaded. Do you understand? He sent me 98,000 Rand in one day in a wire. When he sent me proof of payment, it showed 98,000 to Action Refund Inc. Balance left in account 8,000 Rand. That man lost 1.4 million. Trading. What these people are doing. Because they give you numbers, they say give me 10,000 and I'll get 100. That's how they get caught. I can be a scammer. Pie, have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Shannon sounds like she's 13, guys. I wish they stole money from Shannon so I could have scammed her. Receive your crypto forensic evidence report. We don't want it to go cold, as in, remember it shows us the origin of the scam, of the amounts that were lost, right? We don't want that to move. If that money moves again, we may have to do another report, and that's the last thing that I want, because I can't, because my boss has now said that if we don't actually get the process started, they're just going to scrap the whole thing.
Okay, stop the whole thing.
They're not going to, and I don't want to stop the whole thing. You've already paid
and
1,000.
I told you in the beginning, when I didn't even have the 1,000, I paid it anyway. And you encouraged me to go ahead and do that. I do not have the money to pay you anything right now.
The truth is, crypto forensics isn't something that should be paid for, and it can be done as quickly as 10 seconds. Such as here, you paste in the Bitcoin address and you can see all the incoming and outgoing transactions, the date, and the amount. You can also trace back the wallets which they went into. However, sometimes the scam wouldn't go to plan, and the agents would start to become very abusive to the victims, as they wouldn't want to send them the money which they were requesting for the recovery of the funds. Take a look at Charisse abusing her victims.
No.
Digitally? No. Okay. Why you cut the call on me before I could tell you that you're an idiot? I'm not calling you for medical, John. I'm calling you about a scam. You left your details on our company website, and you and anyone who is affiliated with you, John. You said I've got medicals, thank you. Of time in order for us to complete that. Once we have the forensic evidence report, you. Like, honestly, why must you cut the call on me so rudely? I'm not sure why you kept me on the phone, though. Why? And I told you that there was a fee like 5 times in this call, Rahul. How many times did I? The fee is 200. Yeah, you're puss. Do you know how many times I said there's fees in this call? I said 200 like twice, and I said there's a fee. Open up your email so you can see the fee. The first time. He used me as an information board. Also, I cut him off because a client just sent me an email saying, Charisse, call me right now. So I'm like, hey, let me call that person. Because we haven't spoken in a couple of days. Yes. Oh, stop it, Jim. You're going to make me blush. And, my boss is sitting right across the room from me. Let's not do that. Once you've made a recovery for that, obviously you won't need to file for bankruptcy, right?
My problems are a little dearer than that.
I understand what you're saying. You have a good case. Why don't we take it?
And there he is, the boss of this whole scam call center, Mrwn, the main man behind the scam operation. He was seen on CCTV making these meetings every day, speaking to his agents on how to persuade, how to manipulate, and how to push for the sale on a victim. We decided to pack all the evidence and all the victim statements that we had from people who were getting scammed. Months went by after sending this to the South African police and getting no response. And unfortunately, after a blog that was posted online, Tyrone realized that he was under investigation. Also, former employees told us they were paid a visit by the police, and this happened. Once we got in contact with the police, Tyrone decided to fire all his employees and move offices in an attempt to escape and try be seen as innocent. So I decided to call Tyrone and the admin and confront them about their role in Action Refund.
Actually, my name is Agent G9 and I just wanted to inform you you're going to be getting exposed for your role in Action Refund, okay?
So your name is Agent G9?
Yeah. If you want to speak about it, I can ask you some questions and we can talk. Are you down to talk, or do you want to run away and fire all your employees like you did?
First and foremost, the matter is, I am more than happy to disclose anything that you'd like. I am actually an employee of this company.
Okay, so is that all you have to say about Action Refund? We've been watching you for a couple of months. Why would you fire all of your employees and move offices if you were innocent?
We are still at the same offices. We reported the matter to South African Hawks, which is law enforcement as well. That has come to our offices. All I'm saying is, hey, listen, I understand what you guys have done. No one fired employees from our office, if that's what...
Then what happened to all of the employees?
And yet again, number one is, please be advised that I am an employee of this company.
No, you're the owner. We've seen you make meetings. We've seen you speak to everyone like the owner. We know more than you think we know, Tyrone. Let's just say that.
So what I would advise then, if that's the case, because clearly what your information is not factual, we would not do anything unethically and unprofessional.
So if you're innocent, why did you shut down and run away, Tyrone? You know what you did. I know you want to get away with it, but you're not going to get away, Tyrone.
Okay. You are misinformed, number one, and you are listening to absolute nonsense. You will not get personal access because you are unethical. But
how am I unethical? I'm exposing criminals. I'm helping victims who lose their money.
Let me tell you what you are. You work on misinformation. If you want
What's the misinformation?
Come to the office with law enforcement. I will no longer entertain it.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You need to build a case. You don't know because you're a scammer. You're a criminal, Tyrone.
Okay, that's the way you feel. If that's the way you feel, as I said, yet again, and if you can get one statement,
you're just lying now, buddy.
Thank you very much for the call.
Have a nice day.
As you can see, everything Tyrone said was a lie, as the other admin was about to reveal the truth and prove my point that everything I said was correct.
I'm doing good. Yes, so what happened to Action Refund?
Oh, what do you mean what happened?
Like
we had to let some staff go, and then that's it. There's just like 6 of us here now. So
oh, okay. You guys also moved offices, right?
We were looking for premises, but it hasn't happened yet.
So actually, if I'm being honest, my name is Agent G9, and I know that you work for Action Refund, and I know what Action Refund does, right?
Yes.
At the end of the day, you're a scammer who works in this scam company, so just reconsider where you're working, okay?
Agent G9. Okay, got you. Thank you.
Bye.
We are closely working with various law enforcement to get these individuals in trouble. Make sure you follow me to get an update on what happens to these scammers. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe. And why not watch another? Until next time.